80% of personal trainers fail and leave the industry within the first year. That's insane. Why is this number so high and how can we change this? So in today's video, I'm gonna give you my 6 best tips to not only avoid this, but how to scale your coaching business to 6 figures, 100K per year and beyond, whether you're a face-to-face or an online trainer. What's up guys, Alex Gamble here. This is not my normal video, but my goal is to help as many people as possible avoid shitty fad diets, weight loss hacks, and get the results they desire. Now, by me helping you, a good coach, we can help more people together. Tip number 1. By the way, these tips do go in order. You'll see why at the end. Know your shit. Now, I know that sounds obvious, but I do see this quite often. A lot of coaches focusing on the wrong things first. For example, you need to know how to get your clients good results first, how to write good training and nutrition programs before you have clients and before you start worrying about the secret 10K formula, because word of mouth and referral are 2 of the biggest keys for your PT growth. I got my face-to-face PT coaching business to 100K before I even had 500 followers. I'm not saying this to brag or any of that bullshit. I just want you guys to know, working for yourself as a PT, if you follow these steps, if you know what you're doing, it really is not that hard to earn 100K per year. If you charge 70 bucks per session, which is probably 65 to 70 bucks is probably around the average PT mark for a 45-minute session around the Perth suburban area. If you go into the city, it's even higher. Depending on where you are, obviously you have to change these numbers, but just use this as a guide. If you charge 70 bucks per session and you do 30 sessions per week, that's $2,100. That's over 100K per year. Now let's say each client did 2 sessions per week. That's only 15 clients. You only need 15 clients paying you $70 per session, doing 2 sessions per week to earn $109,000 per year. Now, obviously online is the same as face-to-face, it's just 10 times harder to get clients, which leads me to tip number 2. If you already have a massive following, 20, 30, 40, 100,000 followers, and you're already in the online coaching, then this tip probably doesn't apply to you. But if you are currently doing face-to-face, or you wanna get into online coaching, or you do both, or even if you haven't started yet, this tip is gonna be gold. Face-to-face coaching is much easier to scale and grow faster. The main reason it is easier to grow as a face-to-face PT if you don't have a following is just that. You have no following, which means how are you going to get online clients? When you're a face-to-face PT, the gym is basically your following. Let's say you work at a gym that has 4,000 members. That's 4,000 potential clients. That is kind of the same as an online coach that has 4,000 followers. That's 4,000 potential clients. It's also much easier to communicate to someone face-to-face than it is online. Your gym having those 4,000 members or however many members it has is basically free leads, free potential customers. It is a free opportunity to grow if you know how to use it. The other best thing is the people that are coming to the gym, they're already coming to the gym. So therefore they are already interested in building muscle, losing fat, feeling better, looking better, whatever their goal is, they are already interested in bettering their health and fitness by coming to the gym. Therefore, you already know that that is a great potential client that you can help. Obviously, you can see now that if you're just starting out, that face-to-face, you're gonna be able to make more money a lot faster. You're gonna be able to hit that 100K per year mark way faster if you do not have a social media following. Now, this doesn't mean that you cannot be successful at online coaching if you don't have a massive following. You don't need a massive following to be successful at online coaching, but it definitely helps. Tip number 3, know your pricing and have a solid structure. Now, I fucked this up big time when I started online coaching. I had a solid structure, but my pricing completely messed it up. So do not make my mistake. Number 1, know your worth. Number 2, know your value and what you can provide to the client. Number 3, know your competitors' prices and then charge accordingly. The reason your structure needs to be near bulletproof is because it will determine how much you can scale online and do it yourself. Now, by structure, I mean when you get a client, what happens? How do they pay? How do you take their info? How do you put their plans together? How do they receive their plans? How do they check in? Do they check in? How fast can you change their programs, etc.? For example, if it takes you 1 hour each day to change one client plan, you're not gonna be able to take on very many clients, are you? Now, I'm not saying do cookie cutter plans because that is completely taken away from your value and therefore you can't charge what you're worth. But I am saying you need to have a structure and a system that allows you to work as fast and as effectively as possible, and then it comes to your client and looks amazing. Tip number 4, content is king. In the online world, your content is showing your client you know what you're talking about, you know how to get results, and you can get them results. I look at this the same as I look at face-to-face PT. In face-to-face PT, you can walk up to people on the gym floor or you can get in free sessions and you can physically show them, this is how I'm gonna help you. This is how you're currently doing the exercise, let's change it, do this, this, this. Look how much better that looks and feels, etc., etc. With online coaching, it is exactly the same. You just have to communicate that through your content, which is a lot harder than being face-to-face with someone and teaching them, this is what we're gonna do with your nutrition, this is why, this will happen, XYZ. You get the point. Now, I am in no way, shape, or form a content specialist, so all I'm gonna say on this topic is this. From my experience, I've found what works the best is giving your potential customers, your followers, tons and tons of free, valuable content. You have to really show your followers and your potential clients that you know what you're talking about and you can help them, which leads me to topic number 5. Similar to tip 4, you need to show your potential clients tons of value without even asking for anything in return. Now, of course you need call to actions, but you don't wanna have these on every single post, story, video that you put out. If you need a guide for this, I would use the 80-20 rule. So 80% of your content is pure value and only 20% is where you ask for something in return or ask for the sale. The last tip, Tip 6, learn more about business, how to scale, and how to continue the growth. Because often maintaining the income is actually harder than getting there. So you want to be continually growing rather than getting to a comfortable rate of income and just be fighting to stay there. Especially in the online coaching world, the client turnover rate is way higher than it is face-to-face. Now, this is not easy and you have to remember it will take time. Business does go up and down. It's never just gonna trend like this, but it is worth it. And also remember, what got you here won't get you there. So to quickly recap and summarize all this up in the exact steps, you need to follow these in order if you are a complete beginner. Know your shit first. Remember, if you don't have a massive following, face-to-face coaching is a lot easier to make more money faster. Know your pricing and structure. Get a bulletproof system in place before you plan on scaling and bringing on more clients. Content is king. Give more than you receive and learn more about business. I hope those tips help, guys. If you do enjoy this style of content, you took value from that, please do let me know. Don't forget, smash that like and subscribe button, and see you in the next one.